y'all. Welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And you can see, Mom's doing a lot better.
And she's back.
And I'm back. As Mom informed, I have been moving, so that's very exciting. If you know me IRL and need our new address, please shoot me a text. I've been trying to tell everyone. Most people knew that this was coming, but it happened just a little bit sooner than we thought, maybe by a month or two.
I think it happens really quickly. You go looking and you have to make a decision right then.
Yeah. So we're getting settled. My office isn't completely set up yet, but it has all of my yarn in it.
Yes.
Has, I believe, all of my fabric in it. I just have to get my needle point over there. So yeah. But other than that, I'm just...
And I've decided to donate the furniture that you have in your apartment.
Oh,
yes.
well, we need to discuss that.
Well,
no,
or you take
we
it.
We need to discuss this not on camera.
Well, I'm just saying, because I thought about it this morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we need to further discuss that not on camera.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I have an emotional attachment to these things, and we need to discuss that. Yeah.
This you take it.
I cannot.
Okay.
So we need to discuss this.
All right.
Not on camera.
Not the bookshelves. You can't possibly.
No, not the bookshelves, Mom.
The dresser? I doubt it.
Mom, we're not going over this.
We're not going over this. All right, go ahead. All right, you want me to show you the sweater I'm working on?
Yes, please.
All right. It's a breathing space, and I'm not as thrilled with the colors I chose.
Oh.
Because I think I'm going to look like a circus clown.
Oh.
But what I have done to tie it all together is I put one of the bodice, the yoke colors in on the sleeve here, and then at the bottom, the sleeve is going to be finished in that color. So I think that'll actually have some continuity rather than having the stripes all the way down. And I can also do a stripe in the middle here, and I think that would help. I think what I've decided that doing this again, either do it two color like the way the pattern is written, or the two colors need to be relatively close. Like
you did for your other one, yeah.
Right. And that worked out really well. So the one that I bought from, this one used to be Corgis.
Plies and Hellhounds.
Plies and Hellhounds. The colors are similar. So I think that that'll work out well. This, they're just too disparate. Well, all the colors are in the yoke. They're a little too separate here. But I think I'll be able to tie it together a little bit. Maybe doing a couple stripes in here. So it took me a while to figure that out, which is why I didn't finish the sleeve yet. Because what's nice about the sleeve is that every 2 inches, you're doing a decrease.
Okay.
So it keeps me going, which is nice. And then on my previous breathing space, I got down to 16 inches, and at that point I broke off for the yoke color. So I've already separated out yarn for the bottom for the hem, and I have then divided up the remainder into 2 equal weights for the sleeves, so that I know that I can keep going. Good. Yes. So now what's up with you?
So I don't remember if I showed you all this, but I finished my tester of my test of concept or proof of concept. I think it's too chunky. Like I think I would want some, if I'm going to wear it often, as I would like, I think I need to make it in a lighter weight. Because I think something like this I could only wear on weeks like we've just had, which are quite cold.
Yeah, see, here's the Plies and Hellhounds.
Yeah, that you can definitely. It's the burgundy. Isn't it the burgundy?
The burgundy is the top, and these are the 2 that stripe.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think this is the, anyway, it's one of these. I can't. Here. Whoops. This is the yoke, and then these 2 are the stripes. I think it'll be okay. Yeah. They're close enough. So, you live and learn, you know, and then I have one that's going to be a black or white, and that'll be fine. Go ahead. So you decided it was too chunky. So
I think doing it in chunky is too heavy. But I really enjoyed working with this bulky. This is from
It'd be a nice tunic.
Knudsen. Yeah. I think it'd be too heavy for me to wear regularly.
I'm just saying, if you might not want it as a dress, but as a
yeah,
might be good.
maybe.
Kind of like the champagne thing you have. I mean, in really cold weather, it might be nice.
Yeah. I mean, I have a few other things that are around that idea that I have yarn for.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to test it with, I think I have DK to test it with. Okay. So that's the next step. Mm-hmm. So I finished that, and then I've been working on, well, during the move, I unpacked I packed up and then unpacked some of my yarn, at which point I refound my Nerd Girl stash, and this is a colorway called Slapsgiving, which is based on the episodes around Thanksgiving from How I Met Your Mother. And I've always wanted to make a sweater from it. I have a sweaters quantity. And I really needed to cast something on. I have a whole bunch of whips, as we all know, but I really needed to cast something on. So I did. And I am one increase away from I think it's the sleeve separation. I'm honestly not quite sure.
That's fantastic.
I just know that I have one more increase until the next set of directions. And what I'm making is the Mira by Justyna Lorkowska. So it's got this, she calls it a B stitch on the front, but it's stockinette sleeves. So it's this textured stitch on the front, and on the back, I'll show it to you a little bit better in the actual. Yeah, it's like a, and to knit it, it's like a pseudo brioche. Mm-hmm. It's like a one-pass brioche almost. Because you knit the stitch below and the stitch on the needle together.
Very nice.
Yeah, so it's quite nice. I'm really enjoying it. It currently lives on the couch.
Good place.
Well, No,
it is. I'm saying it's a good place.
So that's that. And then, so I have that, which I have, refound. I still have all my other whips and everything that I want to get done. But you know how that goes. And then I finally picked up my sock project, and I finished the heel. Yay! I put in the heel. It totally does not coordinate at all, because I couldn't find yarn at the time that did, so I said...
The stress of moving.
Yeah, so I just said, whatever, we're going to just put a heel in, and so I did. And so now we're doing the heel, the back of the gusset that I like to do for the vanilla is the new black socks, or vanilla reverse, because these are toe up. And then once I get to the end of those decreases, I will figure out whether or not I need to stop it there and they'll be shorty socks or what, because I only have that much and I'd like to make at least a decently matching
Yeah, I wonder why it's so little.
I have, because they're leftovers from a friend.
Got it. So, okay.
I mean, yeah.
You would have had to divide it in the beginning.
Yeah, and I just haven't done that on any of these because it's just not worth it. That amount of effort, it's just not worth it.
I do it on the scale. It takes no time.
Yeah, I don't have a Swift and yarn winder set up right now.
I have it run across the table.
We're still figuring it out. Remember, we moved and then hosted Thanksgiving.
I understand, but when I divided up my sleeves, I just had
but also that's different. I would rather do that for sleeves. This, I'm usually pulling out on the subway and starting a sock.
Right, okay.
Got it. I'm going from one sock to another on the subway usually.
Got it. I haven't mailed out those presents I talked about last week. I was tired.
Yeah.
Really tired. So I have already promised my niece that I'll be mailing them tomorrow, and we've now located all of it.
Good.
Which is good. I will tell you that anything you need to order, you should be ordering right now, because something I ordered last week that was supposed to show up on Thursday. Never did show up. And so they said, if it doesn't show up by midnight on the 2nd, let us know. We'll refund your money. And I didn't show up. I've reordered it. And hopefully it'll show up this time. If not, well, then we'll have to back up 15 and punt. Half my order came in and half got lost in Syosset, which makes no sense to me because Syosset is 10 miles that way, if that. I would have offered to go out and help them find it, but I mean, it tracked. Syosset was lost, so maybe delivered to somebody else. I have no idea. Yeah, I picked up Christmas wreaths today.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
So yours is flat on the porch.
Yeah, I know. I need to. I thought I grabbed my wreath hanger, but now I can't find it.
It's wire on the back of it, so we have a nail and
we can't put a nail.
I understand that. I'm just saying, if you had anything that came out.
No, it's just the peephole. It's just the peephole.
Ask your father, because I think we've got an over-the-door hanger.
Yeah, I think you've got an... I hope you all have another one, because I don't know where mine is
but
right now.
But I don't know where it is.
Your Dad would know, yeah. Yes. So I'll go down and ask.
Okay, I mentioned last week, I think that PomPom is stopping.
Yes.
So I think...
Is it with...
It's the next one.
Okay. So we do have one to discuss.
Go ahead.
You don't have this one... Else. I don't really think so. I've got a hat that I've been carrying around the pieces of, and I tried to get the pattern today. I think I screwed up signing up for the newsletter. So I think I'm just gonna buy it because it's like you could get this for free by subscribing to the newsletter, and I've tried and it just didn't work. I actually know the designer, so I actually might text her. And just be like, I've tried to sign up for your newsletter 3 times. Did I screw up?
Yes.
Which is probably what happened.
Yes.
But I think these would look nice. Those are the colors I used in my Nanilchik, which actually I wore this week. I wore it to site. Was it this week? Maybe last week.
Nice.
And I wore it to site, and it's lovely. What you do, because site doesn't have heating. So what you do is you wear the not the thermal socks, but you wear the knee-high compression socks with the jeans, with a tank top, and then the sweater over it. And then you can take the coat off when you're in the office, at the field office, to warm up a bit. And then you can run out and back and not have to worry about it. But then when you put your coat back on, you're still warm.
That sounds good. All right.
But also you don't freeze in the field office.
That's important.
Yeah. So we have the new PomPom. It's monochrome. Yes. It's winter 2023. There's a few really cute patterns. There's this hat called the Celadon hat, which I really enjoy the subtlety of it.
Yes.
But it's really pretty. The Viridin cardigan is beautiful. I believe it's brioche.
Let's look at it.
And it's striped, like a striped brioche. It looks beautiful. And then they have it also in one color, and it's just beautiful. The texture is lovely, so that's why I think it's brioche. Then there's the
Chiaroscuro,
and it's very interesting. Is this crochet or is it knit? It might be.
I'm not sure.
Knitting. Okay. It looks like it could be crochet. It's really beautiful. Then Anjou is gorgeous.
Yes.
This is beautiful. I believe it's just slip stitch and mosaic. Slip stitch, yeah. And it's just beautiful. So that might end up. We'll see. We have to review stash. That's the other thing about moving, is I have realized how much yarn I own, and that I don't really need.
As your mother.
I could give you a run for your money, Mom.
I'm not sure about that. Remember, I've got 3 bags.
But also remember, I have 4.
I have compression bags in there.
I forgot they were compression. But I've got
and I have
6
bags
things.
Of possible projects.
Yeah, I know. This is not
and
a competition.
I've got a year's worth of
I know.
right here.
Wild. So then there's these glove and mitt sets,
really
which
pretty.
is really cute, and I think it'd be really useful. It's called Cyanotype. They're really cute. I could totally see doing these. I mean, I personally keep a set of, like, not dollar store, but like drugstore gloves and I have my fingerless mitts that I wear in my winter coat. And then there's this Giverny skirt, which is just
But I wouldn't do the decreases after the hip.
Okay, make it A-line.
I would make
and it's on the cover. It is just
I would make it straight,
beautiful,
and not
a pencil.
Yeah,
I even would think about going A-line and doing more increases.
Yes, A-line sounds fine. I don't like the fact that it comes in after my hip.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of knitting is you can make it what
you
you want.
Is pretty.
Yeah, the Kaluna.
Mm-hmm.
This is really pretty. I could see you doing this with some of your sets.
Yes.
Or with I bet you could do it with a Advent set and do a different color for each stripe.
Sure. Or just do different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I do have Advents. I did not bring them. We might end up doing a broadcast from my apartment, maybe at the end of the month, and we'll go through all of my Advents, maybe.
Yeah. Because we're going to be back for your New Year's Eve party.
Exactly.
Right.
And so that might be a good plan.
That sounds like a great idea.
But then they do have the Kaluna in two colors, and it's just beautiful. It's predominantly texture. It's just beautiful. Then there's a shawl called Red Wear, which blocks of color. I think this is just it's a really good example of what you can do.
I like this
with color.
I like that a lot.
And subtle color and how you can. I know it's called monochrome, so like the point is that you're working within the same color family, and it's beautiful. I mean this Talon sweater is just beautiful. I have a real thing. I have a real thing for this like this slight balloon sleeve right now. I know I've really been in love with that silhouette for a while. I think it just looks so good on everyone.
As long as it comes in at the wrist, it's
right,
lovely.
Exactly. I think it just looks so good on everyone, and I think it's so elegant.
Yes.
And then they have Thulite socks, which are cute. Mm-hmm. There's a better photo. So yeah. And then it's just articles. There's a return to Uruguay. There is a discussion with Dr. Dana Williams Johnson, who just completed her PhD in communications, culture, and media at Howard. She's also
kudos to anyone who finishes their PhD.
Yes,
we actually
met her at String Thing at the Vogue event a few years ago, and she was telling you about starting her PhD while being also a professor.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
And I think it's a really great interview. I also follow her on Instagram, and I really enjoy it. She has 2 dogs that she knits sweaters for. They are Chihuahua, or something. I think they're both Chihuahuas, and they are adorable and ridiculous, and I really enjoy their antics. And I enjoy her commentary on a lot of what's going on in the knitting community and the world. And I just really appreciate it. Especially recently, she's been talking a lot about women's health issues, and I really, really appreciate that. And then it's the patterns. So yeah. But if you all didn't see, PomPom is going out of business. They've decided that with printing costs, it's becoming prohibitive to produce. So next issue is the last issue. Yes. They currently have a sale going on for past issues. If you have something that you really love, and you want it in physical format, then definitely jump on that, because soon you won't be able to, and soon it'll only be online.
Right. Then we have knits. And I'm trying to hurry because I may get a phone call in 3 minutes. So
Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah. So here's a lovely textured sweater in an article called Sheep to Chic.
I think that's the theme of the collection.
Yeah, that's what I said in a section. And this is called the Tillage Sweater by Kirsten Joel, and I really like it.
It's very you.
It's very me. It's all that texture.
This is lovely.
There's one in between.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is.
And this is the timbered pullover, which is definitely me.
It's
definitely me. There are no bobbles.
Oh.
No bobbles. It's a fisherman knit with no bobbles.
And this is just beautiful.
A Twix sweater by Debbie Mage. And it is gorgeous. Look at those colors. I probably will not do it because of the color changes, and the arthritis in this hand will drive me up a wall. But, you know.
You never know. My
loss. The Vernacular Vest by Deborah Newton. And she has very interesting patterns. It looks like a shell stitch.
I was going to say feather and fan.
Yeah. Get that up close. There we go.
Yeah.
Vests are not for me. I really need a sleeve. But, you know, for some people, that's exactly what they need. It's like the people who wear those zip-up vests. Croft cardigan. Now, I like this. I think this would be really pretty in a number of different situations. I used to wear cardigans, short cardigans, to work all the time. And so it's accent pieces or something you throw on, or if you just sitting on the sofa, they're great. Absolutely great. Then the Conifer Grove Stole by Susanna Ick. I see. It's really pretty. I've had to come to terms with the fact I'm not a shawl/stole person. Wearer. Right. I love the look of them.
And you like knitting them.
I like making them. I just don't wear them, which is kind of a waste. Then we have Meadowsweet hat and mittens set, which is gorgeous.
They are very pretty.
Absolutely gorgeous. I was wearing
the thrummed ones?
No, I was wearing my Swedish knit ones the other day. They were really nice because they are color work, and so the double layer is really nice. Basiri Cowl by Haruka Shinokawa. That's really pretty.
Yeah.
That is very pretty. And then there is a gambrel hat by Amy Gunderson. Another
very cabley.
Very textured. Very, very
crunchy, cabley goodness.
Yes. All stuff I like. Then there's the Henbit Wrap by Fiona Monroe.
Which is color work and lace.
Yes. So beautiful. I like it, and I like the color work.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not sure my hand will sustain it, but it is beautiful.
Yeah.
Then there's the House Tops Cowl by Krista Ann.
I like that it has the point in the front that makes it so it lays well under a jacket so that it doesn't twist on you.
And it looks like it'd be a nice heavy weight from what I can see of the inside of it there. So it looks like it's going to be a sincere double layer. And it'll be nice and warm. The Homeward Shawl by Kate Nash. This looks something that you can snuggle into. It really looks
lovely.
Comfortable. Really comfortable. Again, it's cabling, which is right up my alley.
Yeah.
Keeping Mittens and the Hearth Hat they have together. So the Keeping Mittens are another cabled pattern. And then the Hearth Hat is a different cabled pattern. A more intricate cable pattern. And that is really pretty.
Yeah.
I just don't need that many hats. I had the one hat with a pom-pom that I made extra long, and it keeps flopping over my head. But I wear it, and I keep it in my pocket of my coat, and it's just fine. And then when they have Crafting Mona's yarn, and this is where they're following a particular sheep through the shearing and then becoming processing and spinning and all of that.
So it's very similar to things that have been written by Clara Parks. Yes. Really interesting article. And then choosing breed-specific projects. Blueface Luster unit I have used for socks and it wears really well. So certainly different breeds will give you different textures, which will give you different lasting qualities. Yeah. I have gone hiking on the hills in Great Britain amongst Hereford sheep. And let me tell you, they are very hardy sheep. They only come in once a year to be counted. So they're out in all weather. And their wool is hardy. So
Hereford sheep wool would probably wear like iron, and then it goes into the pattern. So this is a wonderful winter 2024 of knits.
Yeah.
And we got done before the phone call.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Anything else?
No, I think that's about it. We will see you again soon. Sooner than last time, I promise.
I couldn't believe it was 4 weeks, but we just, between being sick, between moving, and then my falling sick. Yeah. It was very difficult.
Yeah. Because I got sick before moving, and then we moved, and then you got sick. So, yeah.
But we're doing really well now.
Yes, and we will see you again soon.
Yes.
I guess it's time to weave in some ends and talk to y'all later.
Alrighty, bye-bye.